Well, here we are. I have just taken almost a philosophic approach to this whole road trip. I don't know if it's been everything building up to it, but I've been taking a lot away from everything I've gotten. It really opened my eyes to the wonders of travel and how much of the world I haven't seen yet. I'm really excited to see the rest of it.
My dad used to work in the mines. He was only 12 years old when he started in the mines.
Okay.
It was a hard job. Everybody in the family had to work there. It was a real depressed time of the, back in those days, back in the 30s and 40s. So, the mines are still, you can still see leftovers of the mines, but the mines are long gone from here. People have taken up different kinds of careers and stuff, and the coal industry has went down. So.
I have lived here full-time since 2006. I love it. I love it. I've lived around the world. More recently, I lived in Philadelphia. I went to school in DC, and Milford's a great town. It's an hour and a half from New York City. It's 2.5 hours from Philadelphia, and the location's great. It's very unassuming. It's very unpretentious, and yeah, the world is at your feet here. Newark Airport's an hour away. It's wonderful.
Oh. If you could describe Milford in one word, what would it be?
Charming.
But all my uncles, grandfathers, fathers, they all worked in the mines. My dad died of asthma, and black lung and all, Well, everything has changed. A lot of the smaller stores went out, the mom and pop grocery stores, the 5 and 10, stores went out on Main Street, Edwardsville and all. A lot of the bars are gone, you know what I mean, after the flood. Mm-hmm. And things have changed, yeah.
It just has a good feel to it, the town. It's a good mix of people. It's not any one class, so it just has a wonderful feel. It has a great vibe. It's a wonderful town for people who have just moved out of the city and are starting a family and want their family to grow up, in the burbs instead of the city. And then we also have the music hall, which is great because it brings a lot of people in, and we can have great bands, and it's just fun. And it's wonderful being by the river. It has a calming effect on people.
I just found it to be a really friendly community, very family oriented. Things like this are going on here almost every weekend, year round, a lot of music.
For the past decade or so, Asbury Park has been in the middle of a political, cultural, and economic revolution. At the beginning of the 21st century, the town took a turn for the worst, and residents have been trying to get the town back to the booming shore destination it once was.
This morning was just incredible. I got up at 4:30 and drove all the way to LBI to cover the Old Barney, the Barnegat Lighthouse, and it was incredible. It's tough for me to put it into words how photogenic the lighthouse actually was.
Just being down this way is just a beautiful, beautiful area. Coming across the causeway, it's beautiful. The wildlife is incredible. The relaxation is phenomenal. Pony penning week, where they have the ponies that are on acetique and they round them up. They combine them from the southern herd and northern herd, they swim them across Assateague Channel to Memorial Park, and they auction off the youngest foals.
The Maryland side does let their ponies run free all throughout the park and down through the beach. And up until a couple years ago, it used to be the same way here. A barrier island is something that's always changing. It's an island that forms along the outside of the coastal barrier, and it serves as a protective barrier against storms and flooding. It's constantly changing, it's constantly rolling over on itself, and so it'll start out as a nice beach like we have right out here, and then it'll move into a marsh and then into maritime forest, or at least like the habitat that we have here.
You could go your